Good morning, everybody. I'm Teresa Perrin, and this is my stock market watch list for Thursday, January 12th, 2023. The futures are green and oil is also green this morning. Please remember that we have CPI coming out at 8:30, and that could change everything I say drastically if it prints higher than expected. Right now, I think the current consensus market-wide is that inflation has gone down, so I expect to see that those numbers have also gone down, and I think today will prove to be a very good trading day. If you could smash that like button for me, I'd greatly appreciate it, and please remember, guys, that nothing I say is financial advice. I am not giving you an invitation to buy, sell, or hold any stock. I do not give financial advice, so only you can do that. I am just showing you stocks that I think could potentially move today. And on that, not on this list, is BBAI, and it should be, but guys, it just broke out of nowhere. I checked real quick, and I don't see any news, but it is absolutely ripping. This stock has been heavily beat up, so keep BBAI on your radar today as well. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to begin with MARA, M-A-R-A, and guys, all crypto mining stocks, if CPI comes in less than expected, then you better believe that you are going to see these heavily shorted and high risk plays, such as crypto mining stocks, start to move to the upside, and BTC also should be moving up, and crypto in general, if the print comes in less than expected, guys. So keep an eye on MARA, Riot, BKKT, BTCM are a few. There are several coin. I could go on and on, but you get the point. And also, you could play it to the downside if we do get a higher than expected CPI print. Mullen has been trying to break out over the last couple of days. It did close yesterday at 40 cents and got taken down 1 penny in the after hours. So I would look for a continued move higher in this play, especially if CPI is low. Everything I say today, guys, is essentially based on if CPI is low. So if it comes in hot, you may want to consider doing the opposite. VGFC, very good food company. This has been ripping in the after hours, and I know that they were waiting for news from the NASDAQ regarding continued listing, and I'm assuming that they got approval for that based on this move, but I'm not 100% certain, guys, but keep an eye on this today. It's another heavily beat down name. Bed Bath & Beyond, BBBY. I don't think that I need to give any further explanation as to why. There are several stocks that are heavily beat up that are ripping today. BBBY is certainly at the top of my list. There's also AMC, GME, Carvana. Keep an eye on Apron, APRN, Cassava Science. Just anything with a high short interest, guys. If that inflation comes in less than expected, you better believe they're going to continue moving higher. IBIO. This is a play I called out back when it was around 60 cents. And guys, it has just been ripping. Keep a close eye on this. I think it has a long way up to go. And I hope that we all can make some good money on it. Carvana, CVNA, same exact reason, heavily shorted, guys. There's other ones too that interest rates affect, like Upstart, Affirm. I would keep a close eye on all of those. And then Novavax is another one that's very heavily shorted that hasn't reacted yet. So those are my top list, guys. Like I said, Apron's another one I'm watching. Also PRTY, for those of you in that, that's a bankruptcy play that could potentially go off as well. Wish we talked about yesterday. I believe that Wish has been making nice, slow, steady moves off its bottom, and I expect continued movement up in Wish. Meds, MEDS. All right, guys, I don't know what's going on with this, but I would keep meds on your radar because yesterday it had some very strange movement on fairly low volume, and generally that's an indicator that this is going to push higher. So I have meds on my watch list. Again, I don't know what's causing this, but I think it's just a technical breakout that bears watching. I don't like it. Looks like a head and shoulders is forming, so be cautious of that. It may dip before it rips again. All right, AMC, I just explained to you why that's on my radar. So I think that, again, this is heavily shorted. It could continue to move higher based on that news. Same with GameStop. Same with Cassava Science. But Cassava Science also, guys, is waiting for data on its clinical study for Alzheimer's. So if that comes out, which it should any day now, I expect to see some huge moves in SAVA, depending on if it's good. Obviously, it'll move to the upside, and if it's bad, they will tank it. All right, APPH and all of these weed stocks tend to be moving today. Again, these are highly speculative plays that when the market does well, they will do well again. When the market's bad, they will continue to do bad. So keep them on your radar if inflation has come down. That would be awesome. Others, guys, Tilray is one off the top of my head. ACB, there's several. GHI, this is a play that I have been watching because it had a reverse split, and I believe that this is going to do a GoCo-like move. So I'm just waiting for a breakout back above 8, and I think this takes off. So GHSI is on my radar for that movement, guys. Again, I think I already said APPH, but guys, this is based on what I just said with pot stocks. INMD, INMED, INM. Guys, this is another one that is marijuana related, but it's a pharmaceutical company, so they're using it in creams and the such. But anyways, technically, I think that this is ready for a very big breakout. It may have another day of consolidation, or today could be the day that it absolutely tears, but I think it's coming. Look at this chart. It is so beautiful, and I think we're going to get a pretty decent sized move, possibly up to that $4 range on its next move higher. All right, Lucid, LCID. Guys, I'm looking for the breakthrough 8 on Lucid. Once again, this is another heavily beat up name that I think is going to see some relief if inflation comes in low. Palantir Technologies, same thing, guys, but they've been getting huge contracts. They got another one last week. I was like watching paint dry yesterday while this consolidated. I was hoping it was going to break out in power hour. It didn't, so I'm going to look for that breakout above 7 today. JMIA. Guys, JMIA, don't sleep on JMIA. I think JMIA is an excellent opportunity at a very cheap price. They consider this like the Amazon of Africa. So this has been beat down hard, and I do think that you're going to eventually see a very nice run in JMIA and a very big relief rally coming. At one time, the stock was trading at $45. I think it is very undervalued at $3.88, and I think when it starts getting momentum back, it will move higher very quickly. Again, whether that's today or not, I don't know. American Airlines beat earning expectations. They were like a huge beat, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. I would keep AAL and Delta, as well as the ticker JETS, on your radar. Now, I'm not sure if yesterday's FAA shutdown of flights is going to affect these stocks today, or if with American Airlines huge earnings that you're going to see big money start coming into these plays and them just take off without even batting an eye at what happened yesterday. So keep AAL on your radar. Just so you can see, they saw a Q4 adjusted EPS of 112 to 117 versus 50 cents to 70 cents previously. So as you can see, I think AAL is a huge bargain at its current prices. All right, so AVCT, I'm not going to go into too much detail because I did a video on this, but guys, I see that we are going to have a lot of volatility over the next week or so, certainly today with the court case being at 11:30 a.m. I believe it is Eastern time. So keep an eye. Anything good that comes out of it could send this to the upside. If something bad comes, it could absolutely send it down. And prior to that, the volatility will be wild. Guys, I still think there's a possibility that they try to get those 180 warrants into play. I haven't given up that thought yet. YTEN. All right, so Yield 10 Bioscience is up huge in pre-market, guys, on a possible deal with Mitsubishi. I think it was Mitsubishi, but anyways, a partnership rumor. So it's purely a rumor, but as you can see, the market is responding to it. So keep an eye on this. PRTY, I already mentioned briefly. Again, this is a bankruptcy play, so don't risk more than you can afford to lose. But oftentimes bankruptcy plays, a potential bankruptcy play, I don't think that they've officially filed yet, but guys, I'm not following it closely, but I just think that there could be opportunity trading wise in this name as well. HELLB, I'm still waiting for this breakout. I want to see it break through 14 and more importantly, get that break back above 15 cents. A close above 15 cents, I believe, will create momentum and add people back in interest-wise into this play, which it desperately needs. Oh my God. Wasn't recording the whole time I was talking, but it's all good. All right, so TAL, T-A-L. Looking for, this is consolidating. The Chinese and Hong Kong indexes were up yesterday, so I just think that this is getting a pullback consolidation, and I'm waiting for that next move up. But I am mindful, if you look at the 1 week chart, it looks like it did do somewhat of a double top here. I don't think that this is done. China reopening plays are still very hot. I expect a move higher. I just think it's getting a pullback at the moment. But again, there's no reason why you can't be in and out of these plays trading it. You don't, unless you're worried about taxes or something like that. You don't have to hold these things forever on their way down, guys. You can ride the waves. Alibaba, same thing, guys. Alibaba's consolidating. As you can see, it looks like it's making an inverse head and shoulders, which is the opposite of what I see. Well, not the opposite, but I don't see that yet in TAL, but maybe we get that pattern today. However, I would be looking for Alibaba to break out higher from this level. And again, my eye is going to continue to be on Chinese stocks with Chinese reopening. I think there's a lot of money that's going to go flowing back into them. Now, very quickly, you can screenshot this. I'm not going to get into details, but the best performing industry in the U.S. was renewable energy, guys. So keep an eye on that. And I think that if you check these out, it kind of gives you an idea of what the worldwide is thinking. So anyways, let's go to the top gainers. YTEN we discussed, Kern, XPON, MMV, and very good food company, which we discussed as well. And guys, remember, please do not chase. You need to wait for pullbacks. If these things are already up huge, you know, it's better to miss out on an opportunity than be stuck holding a bag. There's always going to be more opportunity. All right, top losers, ORMP, LPTH, AMV, LOGI, and AVCT. Okay, most active, we have SABR, KMI, CX, PPL, and CSX. And technical analysis, top list is CFRX, Elan, TV, UAA, and SYF. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, CPI could control what happens, good or bad, in the market today.